What's up, party animals? My name is Kezi, and today I wanted to talk about a piece of equipment that I got a long time ago. Now, a little bit of backstory. I got this when I got a new job, and I thought this was going to be my forever job. And so I kind of splurged on a piece of equipment called the Polyend Tracker Mini. Now, I have the big version right here, or the original version, and it's been awesome. A long time ago, when I sold a lot of my equipment, that was one of the things that I just couldn't get rid of. It's one of the most fun ways of doing music for me. As someone who kind of has desk job experience and I've worked in Excel, it kind of makes sense to me to almost enter music into a spreadsheet. And it's more fun to do in a crowded environment. So I can just throw some headphones into this and I don't have to perform, right? Something like the SP404 or, CDJs, it's an active involvement in making music. And while that's much appreciated, a lot of my equipment is that kind of hands-on active playing. I even have I'd pull it out, but I have a piano down there as well. And so that kind of thing has its place. But if you're on an airplane or in a car or just, in an office or at lunch somewhere, it's not practical to have a whole performance piece. And so that's why something like the OP1 or the new OPXY or whatever the hell, all of that stuff is very performative. And so I struggle with that kind of workflow when I want something that I can just take with me, no cables, and make a song. Now, one of the most fun things that I have with the tracker is that it also plays video games. I basically spent $700 to play NES games, and poorly too. Now, it comes with a few homebrews, and it's pretty fun. And the layout of it makes it feel like I'm playing on a Game Boy. And I'll be honest, I feel like I've spent more time playing video games than I have actually making music on that thing. But when it's so fast and easy to load up a quick game, and with how NES games work, they're all very arcade style. So I can pick up, play a couple rounds, and then be like, all right, I had a break. Because this also ties in to a mindset that I'm trying to move towards as I go into the future. Because, well, I lost my job. And I saw a comment the other day that kind of hurt me on my last video, calling me a bit of a silver spoon. And yeah, I have a lot of cool shit. But it's part of me. And, as much as I'd love to just sell it all and, feed myself, well, then I've just sold my reason to live. So I'm kind of here doing this how I can. And if you want to help, you can. But the biggest thing is that now that I kind of have a lot more free time, I want to focus on what matters. I want to get off of social media, especially now. With my last video, I kind of had this bit of a panic attack where, I see all my friends who are scared, and I see all these people who are either scared or fighting or just, it's a bad place to be, the internet right now. And so I figured, you know what? When life was good? The 90s. Right when the internet was still, hey, look at this, it's a way to research things. It's a way to, connect with people. A lot of things back then were used intentionally. Things like streaming services weren't really a thing. Yeah, there was radio, but if you wanted to pick a song, you had to go to a place that sold music on discs. And so this intentionality of interacting with technology, I think, is a big shift that I want to start doing with my life. So I've taken my smartphone and I have kind of dumbed it down. I've turned it into like a Fisher Price mode, where I only have a few apps available. Things like the browser are disabled. Things like, social media is disabled. I only have access to like Telegram because I need to be able to need to talk to my roommates and stuff like that. I can't, unfortunately, in the modern era, you can't fully get offline, and that's a struggle. But on most of the time, I have my computer disconnected from the internet. I have the Wi-Fi card put somewhere else so that it doesn't lead to those kind of distractions. And I think that's huge. And I think that the tracker, with its very, very focused workflow, is a big part of that. When you are, I can take this, I can plug in a pair of headphones, and I can get to work. And that's true for a lot of my equipment. That's kind of been the end game for me. And I've spent money on these kinds of things to get to a point where I can be off of the computer. And, going from that, it's not even necessary. Because with the advent of like DAWs, this is basically what a DAW was, back in the Amiga days. This focus off of social media. I'm still gonna like post my YouTube videos. I'll have like a connection every now and again so I can upload content, because that's ultimately what my goal is. I want to create, and I have been, as much as it sucks to have lost my job, I've kind of been given this chance to embrace what I have here and create something for the world. That's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I just wanted to bring up that, hey, the tracker is super cool. If you can afford it, I really recommend getting one. A lot of the Mini, especially because of its completely wireless workflow. I wish it came with a speaker, but I have this little guy right here. It's just this little battery-powered speaker that you can plug into a headphone jack. It comes with like a mini jack, so you can kind of just pick it up and start playing. No need to rummage through cables. Don't need to plug it into a power bank or anything crazy like that. It just kind of works. And I think that that's something that I've been looking for a long time. Going back to my pocket operator video, couple years ago now, and that was 3 years ago now. Man, time is going too fast. But that pocket operator video, that's something that I really look for in an instrument. And it's pretty clunky to use. Now, it's $80, or I think it's $100 now. It's cheap for music equipment. And this thing is not cheap. Now, it is cheaper than the OP1, which everyone kind of raves about as the end-all, be-all mobile music creation platform. But with the tracker, it's now come out with a lot of stuff that came out with the Tracker Plus, which I think is completely unnecessary, as it only adds synth engines. I mean, it adds a lot of other features, but a lot of those features are actually included in the Tracker Mini now. And so it has a synth engine in it, and a great one at that. So this thing is going to be endlessly entertaining and endlessly inspiring. I don't really know where I'm going with this. Just the tracker's super cool. Use technology with intention. I think everyone probably should get a break from social media right now. It's been pretty toxic. And I think that you look online and you see all this hate and you see all this fear, and then you look outside and the birds are still chirping and the squirrels are still squirreling and things are still happening. You're not looking outside your door and getting punched in the face. And that's what I feel like is happening when I open social media, is as soon as I look at what's happening online, it's a big kick in the pants, and it's awful. So use technology with intention. Get the Tracker Mini if you want something super cool and can afford it. And yeah, Until next time, thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, so like I said, lost my job. Here's some very special people scrolling off to the side. What I've been doing lately is I've been posting DJ videos that I can't really post on YouTube because copyright. So if you want to see some private shows, go subscribe to my Patreon. It's super cheap and you get everything. Bye-bye.